Deep within the untouched corners of our planet, hidden from the reach of modernity, live the uncontacted tribes. These communities, often shrouded in mystery, offer us a glimpse into a world untouched by our own. Their existence is a testament to the incredible diversity of humankind, a diversity that is increasingly under threat. But who are these people? Why do they choose to remain hidden? And what can we do to ensure their survival? The uncontacted tribes, also known as isolated peoples, live without sustained contact with the global community. Their reasons for isolation are as varied as the tribes themselves. Some choose isolation to preserve their ancient traditions, their unique way of life. Others are forced into the shadows by the encroachment of the outside world, seeking refuge from the diseases and violence that often accompany contact. Their isolation makes them incredibly vulnerable. Diseases to which they have no immunity can wipe out entire communities. The lure of resources like timber and minerals often brings outsiders to their doorstep, leading to conflict and displacement. And yet, despite these threats, these tribes persist, their resilience a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. Their survival, however, is a delicate balance. A balance that requires our understanding, our respect, and our protection. For in protecting them, we protect not just their way of life, but a part of ourselves, a part of our shared human heritage. The decision to remain uncontacted is not one taken lightly. It is a choice born from a deep understanding of the risks and rewards of contact. For some tribes, isolation is a conscious decision, a way to preserve their cultural identity in a world that is rapidly changing. These tribes have often witnessed the devastating impact of contact on other indigenous groups, the loss of land, the erosion of traditions, and the spread of disease. They have seen the forests they rely on for food and shelter razed to the ground, their sacred sites desecrated. They have seen their people succumb to diseases brought by outsiders, diseases for which they have no immunity, and so they choose to remain hidden, their isolation a shield against the onslaught of modernity. For others, isolation is not a choice but a necessity. Driven from their ancestral lands by violence, disease, or the relentless march of progress, they seek refuge in the most remote corners of the planet. These tribes live in a state of constant fear, their every movement dictated by the need to avoid detection. Their lives are a testament to the human cost of progress, a stark reminder that the benefits of globalization are not shared equally. Their stories are a call to action, a plea for us to acknowledge the impact of our actions on the world's most vulnerable people. The uncontacted tribes live in a world of shadows, but even the deepest shadows cannot conceal them from the threats they face. Disease is perhaps the most insidious threat. With no immunity to common illnesses like the flu or measles, contact with outsiders can quickly turn deadly. Even a simple cold can have devastating consequences, spreading like wildfire through a community and decimating its population. But disease is not the only danger. The lure of resources like timber, oil, and minerals draws extractive industries to the remote regions where these tribes live. Roads are carved through pristine forests, disrupting migration patterns and fragmenting habitats. Rivers are polluted with mining waste, poisoning the fish and wildlife that sustain these communities. And as the global demand for land and resources continues to grow, the pressure on these fragile ecosystems intensifies. Illegal logging, mining, and agricultural expansion are encroaching on the territories of uncontacted tribes, forcing them into ever smaller areas and increasing the risk of conflict. These threats are not theoretical, they are happening right now. Every day the uncontacted tribes are being pushed closer to the brink by the actions of those who seek to profit from their isolation. Their survival depends on our willingness to acknowledge the threats they face and to take action to protect them. Survival International is a global movement for tribal peoples' rights. Founded in 1969, it works in partnership with tribal peoples to protect their lands and cultures. The organization advocates for the self-determination of indigenous communities, ensuring their voices are heard on the international stage. By campaigning against destructive projects and promoting sustainable solutions, Survival International strives to preserve the rich diversity of human cultures. The ethics and laws surrounding uncontacted tribes are complex and often controversial. On one hand, there is the moral imperative to respect their autonomy and way of life. On the other, there are legal frameworks that vary from country to country, sometimes offering protection, but other times posing threats. The challenge lies in balancing the rights of these tribes with broader societal interests, ensuring that their existence is not compromised by external pressures. Now more than ever, it is crucial to take action to protect uncontacted tribes. Governments, organizations, and individuals all have a role to play. By raising awareness, supporting advocacy groups, and pushing for stronger legal protections, we can help safeguard the future of these unique cultures. It is a collective responsibility to ensure that uncontacted tribes can continue to live in peace, free from exploitation and harm. The time to act is now.